Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Bernie here. Just wanted to kind of update you on what's been going on. It's just been a tumultuous, crazy time right now with basketball and coaching, especially, has taken almost all of my time. So I do apologize that there has not been any sort of live streaming or even any videos for that matter. And there's been a lot of stuff going on in the NBA, with this COVID protocols and everything that's been going on there. Players not being able to sign 10-day contracts. I just saw Matt McClung is now going to be with the Chicago Bulls on a 10-day deal. And just kind of crazy to see the times of what's been going on around the NBA. But I will be having a break around the 24th, I believe 24th, 25th, and 26th. I'm going to be live streaming those days after I work out and do all my other stuff. And I'm just going to be live streaming, man. Get back to it and maybe go more towards the route of coaching and showing that kind of stuff on film. And even live streaming it, because I feel like that might be a little bit better for kind of what I'm going towards and what my goal in life is going towards and being a coach. But nevertheless, like I said, we will talk about all this stuff. But I did want to come on here to talk about really the big news that came out in the NBA is just that according to Adrian Wojnarowski, there's going to be game changes depending on what's going to be going on for people that are going to be entering COVID protocols. So, for example, like if the Celtics and Lakers, if any of those teams have like a major outbreak of COVID, those games will get swapped in for like a Cavaliers team or a Chicago team. And these other teams that are not playing on Christmas, those teams might actually get opportunities to play during Christmas Day. So, like, again, like if the Bucks had an outbreak or if anything happened to these teams that are playing, the Knicks even, there could just be game switches, and those other teams will have to be ready to play, which is cool in some regard because you do get some teams have never played on Christmas to play on Christmas. The Cavaliers haven't played in a while. The Bulls probably haven't played in forever, probably since the D Rose era. But I do think that it is good in that matter. But it's also kind of, I would say it's a little interesting and kind of scary with the way that people have been entering the COVID protocols and everything going on in that scenario. It just seems like for some reason at this point in time, there's a big outbreak. And again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not claiming to be a scientist. Again, go to your local doctor if you're feeling anything and all that stuff. So I just want to get that disclaimer out the way. But it is crazy to see how many players have started to, gain this disease and have started to kind of, gone down. I mean, obviously, I think the health and safety is just like if you've been in close contact. It's not really if you've had it. I think they test you further to see if you do have it. If you test negative, then you're out of the protocol. But we're seeing like the NFL do some things. They're moving games. Again, I didn't agree with them moving our Seahawks game and Rams game to today. I just kind of felt a little suspect in that matter. Meanwhile, our Seahawks are getting absolutely ran through with the protocols. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you never know who really has it or who doesn't. But in terms of just like what's been going on for the NBA, I do think that it is interesting to see like what is going to be happening in the near future. Obviously, these 10-day contracts, I could see them expanding roster sizes just to get guys that have, not had it, get into the team, and guys that have had it, they're going to have to sit out. And it's going to be curious to see like what happens to like roster spots, because I do feel like at some point they're going to have to expand the rosters, if this disease continues to be problematic for us as a society. I do see them expanding the rosters, but what does that do to the money of the top players? That definitely is going to shrink a little bit of that money because now you have to expand it to more players, which is a good thing, I think. I think it is a good thing that you are expanding it to more players because it gives other guys opportunities. Like Matt McClung, tried out for the Lakers, didn't get on there, plays for their G League affiliate, but now actually gets an opportunity to play with an actual NBA team. And I think a lot of guys that have given that got opportunities, it's going to be a great thing for guys that have, wanted that shot at the NBA. But at the same time, it does suck to see that like star players or even role players are getting affected by this disease to a point where they're not even going to be able to play games and they have to wait until they're out of the protocol. So again, it is going to be interesting to see like what goes on throughout this. Meanwhile, I haven't talked about it yet, but I should have, and I didn't. Kyrie Irving coming back. They're gonna. He has the best dream, the best like gig in the world, right? Being a part-time hooper. It's just like only having to work away games and not really the road games. So it's gonna be interesting to see like what's going on there. Like, does Kyrie Irving have to travel by himself, like all that stuff. I mean, we're gonna find out a little bit more when we live stream ourselves. Like when I live stream, maybe Pete and Tyrese might join me. It's just been a hectic time. And so again, I do apologize that there hasn't been any new videos out as of yet. So I'm putting this video out just as like a I'm sorry type of video to all my subscribers and the people in our community that have been wanting NBA content. I do apologize to you all, because I do think you deserve the content that we should be providing you, but we have not been. Again, I'm still waiting for my final overlay that I was looking for, so we'll see what goes on. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.